Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Okay, I don't know how much is in frame. I haven't shot from this side like this for a while. Anyway, it's still all carrying on up the stairs, and I thought I'd knock this one out. I went forging yesterday, and I really needed that. But Andrew's lost power because of the storm, and so we were running off a generator, so we couldn't use the grinder, but we could use the forge because it runs off gas. Anyway, yeah, just great to catch up with him. Hadn't been over there for a month, just because of reasons. Anyway, I won't go into that. He said I could say, but I'll keep that between him and I. And yeah, got a few things done. He gave me my Christmas present, which is very much appreciated. Fantastic. A hammer that I haven't got in my collection. So yeah, he knows I like my hammers. I've developed a love of hammers through him, and I'd been eyeing one of his. He's got several of these different patterns, and it's an unusual hammer. You don't normally see many like this, but they are very useful. And when you don't know until you need one that how useful they are. So this is really handy to get into places. Nice wide face. I will get it on the grinder. I'll probably give the face a little bit of a clean up. I might even dish it a little bit. I'll see how I go. But other than that, it's ready to go. He handled it for me, cleaned it all up. The only thing I will do is give the face a little bit of a clean up. Other than that, fantastic. A great gift. Did a couple of S hooks. I sort of just play by ear with these. I was going to make them quite large. My missus wanted a couple of large S hooks. So, and this one turned out, yeah, I was trying to do a little kick, and it sort of turned out like that. And yeah, I was quite pleased with how that turned out. This is just a standard S hook. Yeah, they're usually a little bit different to that, and that works out well too. But yeah, but not too bad. I was going to make a striker like the that latest Metal Artisan one. Andrew noticed that it had quite a peculiar shape to it, very pleasing to the eye. But because we didn't have a grinder, and I tried using a hand grinder, yeah, just no good. But anyway, I will get to that next time. Hopefully he'll have his power back by then. So yeah, I got it started getting it cut out. I'll get it all done. It is made out of a wheelchair file, but you won't see any of the wheelchair marks on it because it'll all get hammered out. That's going to be the strike face. So it's going to be about that long, rounded there, and it'll have a dip in the back. So yeah, that's the other end of it. So I don't know what I'll do with that yet. We'll see how we go. Started making a candle holder. So really happy with the way that turned out. Did a pointed on that. This is 10mm mild. Shaped that, put a twist in it, flattened this out, and what I'm going to do is put a curl, so bend this around in a curl to hold the candle. And I'm going to buy a nice large candle tomorrow, and the candle will sit in here, and just that'll be a holder for a candle. And then you light the candle and the wax just dribbles down the metal. I'll give it a good cleaning up, but that turned out really well. It sits nice and flat. Looks really good. Thinned it all out. Like thinned this out really well. Andrew kept saying it's too thick, so thin it out a bit more, and I did. Yeah, it worked out really well. Very happy with that. So yeah, had a few, yeah, just bending it all up, and yeah. Second last, knocked that up. That's a tinder manipulator, variation on a eating pricker, but yeah, I wanted a tinder manipulator just so you can jab onto, hold things that are hot, and yeah, manipulate your tinders. I'm always wanting something, a sharp, not a sharp, but a blunted point, just to, so I can hold things, hold your char down, move things around in the fire, and I got one. So I made it all up, mild stir, put a nice twist in it, did the point out, and put a nice little handle on it. Fits my hand in really well. Very happy with that. Getting my tools up for my craft really well. Last but not least, went through Andrew's old bucket of hammers, and I'm making a chipping hammer for flint. Now, I saw a couple of guys doing blade cores out of flint, and they used a variant on a hammer that had, basically, this comes down into a point. That's almost, this is an old rounding hammer that Andrew had made at some point. It's almost to it. It's almost exactly what it's supposed to be. So I'm basically just going to, I was going to cut the tips off, but I'm just going to hit it on the 72-inch grinder and put these down into points, both sides, and rehandle it, because I'll probably reharden it and then temper it, which is all good, because I'll get it pretty hot when I'm grinding it, because I'll just go hard at it and give it a nice, good temper. I'll harden it in oil and then temper it, and it'll be all good. And it's basically the right shape for a chipping hammer. So it'll just come down into a reasonably sharp point each side for chipping blade cores. Not that I do much of that, but I thought I needed a chipping hammer. Anyway, that's what I got done at the forge yesterday. So yeah, I was we've had rolling thunderstorms here every night. So yeah, it's all wet still, all muggy, and like I'm sweating bullets. So I was putting this off, even doing this. I don't know if I'll do a Fatwood Friday tomorrow. I'll see how I go, see how I feel. But yeah, I'm supposed to have someone coming here to assess the damage upstairs and that, and secure everything, but he hasn't turned up yet, so I don't know what's going on. But anyway, yeah, I punched this one out today, and I'll see what happens tomorrow, see how it goes. But yeah, I don't know if I will or I won't. Hope all this is in frame. I've very rarely filmed down here. Yeah, this is fantastic. Anyway, I'll probably be going over Andrew's next week, so I might get another forge session in there. Yeah, 36 degrees in the forge. Like yesterday was hot, stinking hot. So yeah, we were fairly hot, and I'm pretty worn out today from it because I haven't done it for a while. So yeah, I've got a fair bit done. I was very pleased with what I got done. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching.